For more than 3 decades, this iconic building was the heart of politics in Singapore. But for a few nights last week, a different kind of politics took over. Politics from a place called Boleh Land. It's a place where anything is possible. And though the name is fictitious, the inference is clear.
Any Malaysians here? Ex-Boleh Lander? Oh, okay, quite a number of you, and some of you actually disown Boleh Land already. You are lucky, we can't. We have no other skill but telling jokes, and they don't want us to be here. We have to stay in Boleh Land because Boleh Land provides us with all the materials for comedy. Yes. Our scriptwriter were all the politicians.
The duo go by the name Monty and Logie. They have been invited to perform at a Singapore Arts Festival which has brought in all things Malaysian. This has passed the censors at home and in Singapore and has been the event's #1 drawcard.
What we understand is that Singaporeans, they look at Malaysian politics because it is very exciting. They don't get that much of excitement in Singapore. There are, I think, 4 pages dedicated to Malaysian politics in Singapore newspapers.
In Singapore, we do not have many comedians that poke fun of our politics, so I think the Singaporeans are eager to find out what the Malaysians can say and do without getting themselves into trouble.
In our country, we have a standard practice. We always let people die first and discover, and we give them a note later to tell them, we commit suicide. So actually, they found notes for other cases that we have. Gugan case, they died in the police station. They found a note that he beat himself to death. Yeah, we found a note about the Mongolian girl. She was handling some firecrackers and she blew herself up.
Life off stage for these 2 Malaysians is very different. One runs a chain of nursing homes in Kuala Lumpur. The other is a finance coach who worked in a bank for 27 years. Comedy for them is a chance to highlight issues as seen through the eyes of the man on the street.
We go right down to the roots, even to a simple teh tarik stall where people meet. And you can see the different views and opinions when a politician makes a remark and see what's the reaction of the people. And that makes it funny.
I believe most politicians in our country are not trained to think impromptu or to be spontaneous or have ready answers. So when they are caught in a situation, they just have to answer questions in the way they know best. And sometimes it doesn't sound right or turn out right.
Throughout their 11 years in the business, Monty and Logie have reenacted many events and, in the process, impersonated the who's who of Malaysian politics. They are the veteran opposition MPs Lim Kit Siang and Kapal Singh.
Tuan Speaker, saya nak komplain tentang orang sana. Dia cakap mengapa itu, dia kata bayi berdiri. You tahu, dia tahu kapal cannot stand. Can stand, you?
I cannot lah.
And then there's Sami Velu, a former cabinet minister and the president of the coalition's main Indian party, the MIC. He lost his seat 2 years ago and had, until then, been a member of parliament for nearly 30 years.
So how's the Indian party?
Well, the Indians are doing extremely well in this country, you know. But sometimes we have problems with our Indians also.
Yes, sir.
For Indians, they will straight away form a union.
Yes, sir.
For Indians, these Indians love a good argument.
Yes, sir.
3 Indians will form an illegal MIC branch. 2 Indians will sell jet engines.
4, 3, 2. What if 1 Indian?
1 Indian will be the longest serving minister.
But an overwhelming majority of their gags are about politicians from the Barisan Nasional coalition, even with the new political landscape. They say this is with good reason.
Well, they have the most media time, so whatever they say are recorded very often, so we have their materials. But now, the other side, the opposition, they're also talking a lot and making some mistakes along the way. So we are also actually doing some gags on the opposition as well.
If we take a shot at any of the politicians, they don't mind. Because they think they are bigger than what a comedy is. So they just brush it aside.
Not every subject is fair game.
There are some topics we will not discuss here.
Yes.
Especially sodomy. Many of them think that sodomy is fast food from Indonesia.
Yes, sir.
And then we will not discuss about cases that are going on in the courts.
No,
Cannot. It's called sub judice.
Sub judice, You know that word,
Yes, we are Indians. All Indians are lawyers.
Back home, there are also other considerations, because racial tensions have in the past escalated to deadly riots.
We have to send to the city hall, we have to send to the religious organizations, we have to send to even the police. And of course, we have been always advised never to talk anything against the royalty, religion. And if we talk about race, we better talk about every race.
Next year, it'll be Malaysia's turn to host the artistic delegation from Singapore. Any comedy component will have a tough act to follow.
Thank you. Good night and see you. Love you.